Lil Wayne really wanted that Grammy. What's up, words? Your boy Charles Brown back again, talking facts. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe, hit notification bell. Keep sending those cash out to CLBMG. Join that membership and all you buying that merch down below. Gang, listen. Jealousy and envy is a weak or two weak emotions, and most of us should practice not to dwell in either of them. And I think Lil Wayne is there. I think Lil Wayne I don't think he can process that he's not the man anymore. Lil Wayne has not been the man for several years. One, due to his love of the lean, right? Remember in that interview, he said a lot of people always worrying about what's in my cup. Well, it's my cup. So he was very adamant to mind your business about what's in his cup. He had a lot to say, or he had very dismissive things to say about people who were concerned, right? Remember, they're just concerned about you, Wayne. He didn't care about your concern. And I think that a lot of that usage of what was in Wayne's cup is where we are now, where Wayne is making subpar albums. He's trying to recapture the feeling with the Carter 6 that everybody waited on. And we all listened to it. We all laughed. And I still cringe at my guy. I love my guy, Manuel, my guy Lin-Manuel Miranda, right? I love Hamilton, but that Peanuts to an Elephant beat is one of the catalysts of why Lil Wayne's whole album was actually it was a bad TikTok, gang. It was really, really awful. And I think that most of us agreed. Some of you guys were like, it's not a bad album. You need to listen to it, sit with it a little bit, play it a little bit. You guys are judging it too fast. But for the most part, as a whole, hip hop in unison agreed that the Carter 6 just wasn't it, even if you sat with it a little bit. So Lil Wayne can't reconcile that. And he's still looking at Kendrick with this thing. We've already shown a couple moments. Last year, I did at least 3 videos of Wayne he's snubbing Kendrick, showing disdain for not being the man anymore and having nothing but ill will. He sat there and cried when he didn't get the Super Bowl. He thought he was preordained because it was in New Orleans. And some of you guys fed into it. Oh man, that first day when Jay-Z, the awful Jay-Z, right? Yeah, no, he didn't announce it, but he chose Kendrick, and you know it was Jay-Z, big nose. So you know you guys had a lot of shit to say about Jay-Z picking Kendrick for the Super Bowl, which was ultimately the right decision. Most viewed Super Bowl in history until he's broken and ain't broken, right? So end of the day, this guy Kendrick was the perfect choice, had the hottest record in the world, had the hottest tour in the world. This guy was the hottest rapper, hottest artist in the world. You just saw him win a Grammy over Billie Eilish and Sabrina Carpenter and a whole lot of other people, right? That had really hot records too. So this guy was the perfect choice. But a lot of you guys, how you gonna do this to Wayne? We want Wayne in his hometown. This is egregious. Wayne got up on that video, cried, said he was hurt. I'm real hurt. He couldn't believe it. Grown man, one of the best rappers in history of rap, sitting up there crying over the Super Bowl, right? Which he claimed he didn't even want no more, right? So we had to sit through that, and we had to sit through Wayne taking shots on Twitter. He took a shot. It was a clear shot. Don't wake up the beast, this, that, and the third, whatever. So let the sleeping dog lie, or whatever the hell he said. I don't even remember, but I do remember Wayne been throwing shade for a while at Kendrick, and I guess Kendrick said when he said I let Lil Wayne down, that triggered him. So everything triggering Wayne. But mind you, if you let Wayne tell it, he's detached, right? He's detached from everything, everyone. He don't want to talk politics or race stuff because he just minds his business, right? He doesn't do nothing. He don't really this, that, and the third. When they asked him, did he watch the Super Bowl? For some reason, he went outside when the halftime show started. He went outside and he peeked in here and there while he was shooting pool outside. So Wayne was he felt such a way about watching that halftime show that he wasn't involved with it. He didn't get his shot, right? That he had to go outside when Kendrick was performing. A moment of hip-hop time, you're outside peeking in to see if it's over. Gang, that's... If that ain't jealousy and disdain and envy, something, I don't know what to tell you. So Wayne has been looking kind of crazy out here, let's just be honest. But with all that being said, as that started to accumulate, all of these votes for Wayne to be in the Super Bowl, I think they had a petition and this, that, and the third. As that accumulated, these awful performances accumulated, we started to see Wayne in some of the most horrible performances you've ever seen. And salute to, I think, his Rapperholics. He keeps playing that clip with Wayne going, da, da. It's hilarious. I laugh every single time because it's a microcosm of what we would have got with Wayne on that show. A lot of people will have to admit that Wayne's shows have gotten progressively worse. I believe Wayne is reading off teleprompter, which is whatever, and I believe Wayne is missing words, he's missing cues, this, that, and the third. And not to mention all that, Wayne is breaking out into these full-on rock performances by all accounts, which are making his fans, some of them, leave the venue when he starts these rock performances. So it's all over the place. They're not jiving right. And every now and then he'll get it right and they'll show it and they'll be like, this is the Wayne we wanted. But for the most part, Wayne has not shown us that he deserves that shot. We've heard all kind of reports of Wayne not showing up or showing up late or showing up impaired. So I don't know if we can trust Lil Wayne in a situation that big. But I say all that to say this: Lil Wayne once again is back, right? Once again throwing shade, and I want to speak on this. Apparently, he complained about being snubbed at the Grammys. First things first, you got to submit the stuff to the Grammys, right? You submit it to the Grammys, then the committee decides. They get thousands of submissions, gang. They dwindle that down to the best ones, and then they say they vote on who the nominees are going to be for each one. So they like, just because you're Lil Wayne, you get nominated. No, your label, your team, your management, whoever that is, got to submit to the Grammys and ask to be in that nomination. Just like Drake did. They submitted what people not talking about. Drake, they say it was Party Next Door, but Drake and Party Next Door was submitted for this Grammys right now that Kendrick just won. They were submitted for, I believe, 6 different categories. From that, some sexy songs for you, 5 to 6 categories. I did a video on it. I said somebody better tell Drake that he's submitted for the Grammys, which he allegedly has this ongoing boycott, right? He thinks the Grammys are out of touch with people. They have added more voters to the Grammys, more voters of color. There's a lot more. They've significantly added more people voting in the Grammys. So for that argument, it remains to be seen if he's correct, but Kendrick just won the Grammy darling. He just won 5 of the 9 that he was nominated for. He took home Record of the Year. Rappers don't do that. I think he was the first rapper to do that. We can go on and on and on. I just did a video about it. So it's not about that it's outdated and there are a few white people are deciding the fate of black. It's not that. It's not that no more. But I get it. It's whatever you want to say. So Drake has decided it's beneath him. The Grammys are beneath him, and he don't need them, right? Just like J. Cole don't need the Grammys, until he do, right? Till he win one, then he want to jump up and down. But he don't get them, and Drake don't get them either. So end of the day, here we are with Lil Wayne right now. He's complaining about he didn't get one. I don't know if he submitted, and if he did submit it, you didn't earn it because the music was absolutely awful. For the most part, I had to go through. I think it was, I don't know, how many tracks was it? I'm going to go on a mission. I don't remember exactly, but it was somewhere around 16 or more tracks. I believe it 14, 16 tracks, 17, some crazy shit. I had to dwindle it down. I said, if I can dwindle this thing down, take the best tracks. I think I got about 7. I think I got a good 7. I said, if we could dwindle this shit down to about 7 tracks, maybe 8, I don't remember what it was, but I said, then this album would have been dope if he would have just dwindled this shit down, cut the fat off of it, a lot of nonsense and filler. So you submitted the nonsense and filler, and nobody was going to vote for that, Wayne. So you didn't get snubbed. You just didn't do enough. But let me read this article by Cole Blake on hotnewhiphop.com. Lil Wayne didn't receive any nominations for his 14th solo studio album, The Carter 6, which he dropped last June. Lil Wayne shared a congratulatory message for both the winners and nominees at the 2026 Grammy Awards on Sunday night. While doing so, he complained about not being up for any awards and compared himself to former New England Patriots head coach Bill Belichick. Despite being one of the most decorated coaches in NFL history, Belichick failed to earn a spot in the Pro Football Hall of Fame during his first year of eligibility. So let me just say this about Bill Belichick. And a lot of guys, Terrell Owens didn't get first ballot. A lot of guys don't get first ballot consideration. I'm going to tell you why. Because they're assholes. I'm just going to be honest. A lot of guys don't get in that first ballot because it's the league trying to teach them a lesson. You were a dick during your career, and we're punishing you for it. We're not. A lot of these guys, their reputation precedes them. Some guys, John Elway or somebody like that. Guys that have a good reputation in the league, right? And you're gonna say, well, they got a kiss ass stuff. No, they played the game. They were nice people. They were cordial. Belichick fucking walking the sideline with a hoodie on, not talking to nobody. Right? Belichick didn't want to walk away from people getting fined because he don't want to answer questions. So we know Belichick was a complete prick. We know that. Great coach, prick. right? It was never a question. So no, people are not going to be, yes, he deserve it. He's a great coach. I'm just going to be honest though. I got into many arguments, me being up here in New England, I got into many arguments where I was proven right that I said it was Brady. I said Belichick is a great coach. Take away Brady and see what you get. These MFers up here argue me down. We in drunken parties in backyards sitting there telling me, you're crazy. You're crazy. It's Belichick. Well, guess what? Guess what Brady did? He went down to a whole different team. Went down to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, won another goddamn Super Bowl. Right? And guess what happened? Patriots ain't get another Super Bowl till this year. This the first trip back. Belichick was so bad after Brady left. This dude coaching college somewhere. So, no. I'm going to tell you again, he was a great coach, but he had a great quarterback who had a very serious work ethic and was not going to lose. So, yes, Belichick is a great coach, but what happened when Brady left? That's why he ain't in the Hall of Fame yet. He will get there. Don't worry about that, all you Belichick fans. And I was a big Belichick and Brady fan. I was a fan of Brady. So, by default, I had to like Belichick. But Belichick was a dickhead. So, let's just keep it a buck. But I digress. Let me continue. This is what Lil Wayne wrote. Quote, congrats to the nominees and winners. Wasn't included, as usual. I gotta work hard. Oh, this poor me shit. Oh, man. Oh, me. Oh, snuffle up against. Hey, Bird. Hey, niggas ain't giving me a Grammy again. Here we go on that bullshit. It's snuffle up against this shit, man. This is a constant victim, gang. What's up with this victim mentality? Hey, Bird. Let me continue. As usual, one time for my slime, Bill Belly. Wayne wrote on X, formerly Twitter. Wayne released his 14th studio album, Nakata 6, in 2025. It debuted at #2 on Billboard 200 with 108,000 album equivalent units in the first week's sales, but received mixed reviews from critics. Mixed reviews ain't the word. That thing was panned, gang. Like they like to say, it was panned by the critics. Yeah, it was universally panned. It was some motherfuckers like, it's all right, yo, just give it a check. But most part, we was like, nope. And your boy Drake ain't helping him out with a feature, which I still say is Trouble in Paradise over there. And he got a feature from Nicki, right? Which I don't realize he got a feature from Nicki, but he pulled it because she was talking about Jay-Z. He pulled the feature and dropped the remix later, like a week later, a couple days later, he dropped the remix. But that feature, gang, I'm just going to be honest, was supposed to make the album. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. That she gave him that for the album. He was like, I can't have you dissing Jay-Z on this goddamn record. Not when I'm trying to hit, like, I'm trying to do some numbers. I can't do this. This ain't gonna happen, gang. Let me continue. While Wayne didn't take home any awards on Sunday night, the Grammys did honor several hip-hop artists. Kendrick Lamar won Best Rap Album for GNX, Best Rap Song for TV Off, Best Melodic Rap Performance for Luther, which I told you that Drake submitted. I think the song is called Somebody to Love Me or something like that, with Party Next Door and Drake. Didn't cut the mustard, gang. So it would have been that verse Kendrick. I'm not sure if it made the process to be in the category or if it just was submitted and they didn't put. I think it was something was in. I think one of them songs made it and it was competing against K-Dot, but I don't know for sure, right? I don't know for sure. Let me continue. Luther, which also won Record of the Year. Additionally, Clips won Best Rap Performance for Chains and Whips, while Doechii won Best Music Video for Anxiety, which I get so worked up and lathered up about because you feel she don't deserve it. I feel she does, and we're going to fundamentally disagree. Let me continue. Lil Wayne is far from the only person to complain about the Grammy Awards since the ceremony aired on Sunday. Nicki Minaj also took issue with Trevor Noah's role as the host. He poked fun at Nicki and her supporter Donald Trump while discussing the celebrities in attendance. Nicki Minaj is not here, he said. She's still at the White House with Donald Trump discussing very important issues. Minaj fired back on X by questioning the sexuality and writing, as they do their ritual tonight, God Almighty will reveal himself to them. The ritual will backfire on them. God will not be mocked. Blessed is the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Every tongue that rises up against me in judgment shall be condemned and put to shame. So Nicki, Lil Wayne, Drake, they all got something up they bum about the Grammys. They don't like it. They call it a satanic ritual. This, that, and the third when they not getting the Grammy themselves. It is what it is, gang. But listen, Wayne, you got to understand your time is up, right? What they say, Slick Rick say, their time's limited. Hard Rocks too. Everybody time is limited. Wayne, you're not the guy no more. Accept it. Stop saying that somebody snubbed me. As usual, niggas don't want to fuck with a nigga. No, Wayne, it's that the music not there. Everybody hits a point where, okay, it's called you're becoming a twilight artist. It happens. You're not going to be on top anymore. Accept that. Stop crying and bitching and moaning. You talking about you got more work to do? Well, do your work quietly, gang. You won't hear Kendrick bitching about nothing. Honestly, Kendrick could have been on there. Well, I got 5 awards, but I could have got 6 that he could be bitching all the time. It's all based on your perspective, gang. If you want more than what you have, right? I think Lil Wayne about to open up for something like he's doing some football shit, like some weird league. I don't know what it is. I don't know what kind of sport it is. They announced this morning. They was kind of like tongue-in-cheek saying, this is how far it's falling. Wayne, just do the work, gang. Just do the work. Stop talking so much. Show us you better than this. I heard quite a few people remix some of them songs off that Carter 6, and they saying goddamn good. Wayne was in a pocket. I think with Curtis King, somebody else put some new beats to that shit. I was like, God damn. Like the beats that they put and lock Wayne vocals in with the new different beat. It's a whole different record. Get better beats, gang. Get out here. Stop like just being in your bubble, just picking whatever they send you. You got to get out here and find some new people to get you some newer beats if you want to refresh or just don't. It is what it is. It's whatever you want to do, man. End of the day, man, you got to be better inside and you got to stop this hate. You're divisive, gang. This is literally divisive. It's divisive. Nobody's stopping you from doing what you want to do or being who you want to be. I'm going to leave it at that, man. CLBMG. Head on over to black-yeti.com. Let them know who sent you. Also, every Wednesday night, we go live on The West Show. Me, TJ, and Fliz. Tap in, lock in. Let us know what you think in the comments. And I got a new video called This, That. Me, TJ, and Fliz is off the What Project on all of my, all the streaming platforms. Lock in, run up them numbers, share it. All right, I'm out of here, man. I'm going to catch you on that flip side. Peace.
Look, mission impossible to drop a few lines without dropping old times when Southern Hill was still a gold mine. When pistol grips was my shit and I sold mine. When Alias was not a show and they told mine. Elevate your mind with high quality THC infused products. BlackYeti.com. Black-Yeti.com.
CLB.
Get my coat, get my sheepskin, grab my wallet, get my pocket knife, and get that hat right there. We out. Grab my pocket knife too. Let's go. When I first came to the city, niggas didn't believe me. I just wanted to join a team and throw assist pass easily. 6 man off the bench, alley-oop pass freely. Suit up for one game and hope a scout might see me. But nah, niggas is greedy, wasn't rocking with him. Unplugged the scoreboard, put a lock on the gym. Told me to power forward, point guard at the rim. And left me with no center and a ball full of phlegm. Not knowing that I'm a dog, a Rottweiler within. With the heart of a pit bull that don't bark for pretend. My bites cut deep, break the bone and the skin. With the level of hustlenomics you do not comprehend. So first I took a block down on the west side end. And then secured a spot with some goons and some kin. And then sent out some flyers, let the games begin. And in 6 months time, the city like that's him. Oh yeah, he the one that moved the hustle to the burbs. And yeah, he the one that knocked the hustlers off the curb. And yeah, he the one that set up shop without a word. And he the one that got it cracking. And all he did was rapping by the Hooters. I kept killers from being shooters. Put a mic in a thug's hand, now he loyal like Pats fans. Take a man off the streets past the needles and crack cans. Promise mama to keep him safe, then put some food in his face and he'll kill for you. But I don't need him for that. Click like, click share, tell them bitches we back. Share the whole location, tell them niggas where we at. Cause we out here and we ain't the cheese, we the trap.